Okay, this is probably not the safest video I've ever recorded, but I'm going to do it anyway because I am so jazzed right now and I have to record this moment because if I don't, I'm gonna forget it. So, what day is today? It's, I guess, September 28th, right? Yeah, I think September 28th, 2013. It might be the 29th, but I think it's the 28th. And I just am on my way I'm on my way back to Norman from Oklahoma City, and I just attended a Tommy Emmanuel concert. Okay, let me stop right there. Tommy Emmanuel, best guitarist alive today, and the concert was incredible. My all-time favorite song that he has ever played is a really short little ditty called Smoky Mountain Lullaby. And the whole concert, I was waiting for him to play this song. And he didn't play it. And then came the encore. So he came back out, put on the guitar, and I'm thinking, oh, I hope it is Smoky Mountain Lullaby. And it wasn't. He didn't play it. And I was really disappointed. But only, I was disappointed, but I had also just experienced one of the most incredible concerts of my life, so I was still on a relative high. But, anyway, I knew that he was signing autographs afterward, and I had purchased a CD that I wanted to have autographed, and so I thought, well, I'll ask him. Whenever I get my autograph, I'll ask him about this song. And so I thought, I'll wait, and I'll wait to be one of the last people he sees, because I don't know that he would really whip out a guitar and just start playing a little song if there are 40 people in line waiting to see him and shake his hand and everything. But maybe he would whip out a guitar and play it if there were 3 people standing in line. That was my theory. So I waited until the entire auditorium full of people had exited before I left my seat. And then I went out and I got in line. And there were just a couple people behind me. And whenever I got up to him, I gave him my CD and I asked him to sign it. And he was very, very polite, very courteous. And he did. He signed it. And I said, and I also have a question. And he said, yeah, absolutely, ask me anything you want. And I said, and if the answer is no, that's really okay. It's fine if the answer is no. But I was really hoping to hear a particular song tonight, and it was Smoky Mountain Lullaby. And I was wondering, would you, I know it's after the concert now, but would you be willing to play it? And he looked at me and he was maybe just a little bit confused, and he said, well, when? And I said, now, and anytime that you are available, maybe after you're done here, would you be willing to play it? He said, well, I don't have a guitar with me, and I'm pretty sure they put all my guitars away, but could you wait just a couple minutes? And I was like, absolutely, I could wait forever, I don't mind waiting. He said, okay, great, could you just step aside here and I'll get to you in a moment. I said, okay, great. So I stood aside and I waited, and he, dealt with the last couple fans, and then he turned to me and he was like, okay, let's go. And so he gets up and I start following him. We walk back into the auditorium, and he, kind of points to the stage. He's like, yeah, look, they put all my guitars away. And I was kind of, disappointed whenever I saw that, because I thought, oh, okay, well, that's it. We tried, but the guitars were put away. And anyway, he was like, well, it's probably, it's in my dressing room now. Let's head back there. And I was like, well, should I just wait here? Because we were in the auditorium at that point. And he was like, no, just follow me. I was like, okay. So I followed Tommy Emmanuel. We walk up onto the stage. We head backstage. into like this dressing room, and sure enough, there's his little guitar. Not little, it's just a regular sized guitar. And he pulls it out and he's like, so what's the deal with this song? You know, why does it mean so much to you? And I said, well, you know, it's just that song. It's just the song I love. My dad took me to a concert to see you when I was younger, I think probably like 11. And this was, you know, and he said, it was the one that stuck with you. I was like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such a, and I don't really think I said this to him, but it's such a haunting melody, and for the longest time, you know, I knew this song, and it was floating around somewhere in my brain, but I didn't remember the title or anything. And then whenever I really got, you know, more into his music and started following it, I found out, you know, what it was called, and it has become my favorite song that he has ever played. And so, you know, and I explained that it means a lot to me because it reminds me of a really happy time with me and my dad, and you know, me and my dad have had some rough times since then, and it's just it's a song about a happy memory. That's really just all I can say about it, and I love this song, and I can't explain it any further than that. But he was like, well, okay. So he pulls up a chair, and he pulls up a chair for me, and I sit down like front and center, right in front of Tommy Emmanuel, not even like 3 feet away from his guitar. And he sits down and he plays this song for me, and it was incredible. And I like, you know, was tearing up, and I started to sing along at one point, and then he started to sing along, and it was extremely moving. And then afterward, he kind of, you know, looks up at me, and I feel like I'm just about to start bursting. And then we stand up, and he gives me a hug, and he's like, you know, it would really mean a lot to Chet, meaning Chet Atkins, of course. He said it would really mean a lot to Chet to know that this song means so much to you. And I said, oh yeah, I love this song, and you know, I heard you say in an interview that this was, you know, you worked with him on this song, you know, shortly before he died, and Tommy was like, yeah, you know, it's one of the reasons why this song is so important to me, and it was the last song that Chet Atkins recorded before he died. And then Tommy had to work out a solo rendition of it, because before they had always played it as a duet. And it's just such a gorgeous song. So I was absolutely thrilled. And then this lady came in, and I guess she was part of his team, and she came in with some new bananas for the fruit bowl. And I think her name was Danielle or something. He introduced me to her, and he was like, hey, you know, meet my new friend here. She's a fan, and she loves Smoky Mountain Lullaby, and it you know, makes her think of her dad and all this stuff. And it was just so cool. It was so cool. And he was like, you know, thanks for coming and all that stuff. And I was like, well, thanks for this, because you basically just made my life. That in a nutshell, that's what just happened. Because, you know, I've been thinking to myself, well, you know, we'll ask him, and maybe he'll play it, maybe he won't. But even if he says no, you know, at least he's going to have conversed with me. I mean, there's that. So I might as well ask the question. And I'm so glad I did, because I just got to go back into Tommy Emmanuel's dressing room, and he played me a private song. And it wasn't just any song, it was Smoky Mountain Lullaby. It was really special. And I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. Today's been a good day, and I just wanted to tell someone about it.